Is Juju Watkins the new Caitlin Clark, or is this comparison completely unfair? This debate has taken over the basketball world, with fans, analysts, and even former players weighing in on the discussion. Some say Juju's freshman dominance at USC makes her the rightful heir to Caitlin Clark's throne, while others believe the comparison is premature and even misleading. One thing's for sure, this conversation isn't going away anytime soon. But what does Juju herself think about it? Her recent response took everyone by surprise, and today, we're breaking down the facts, Juju's reaction, and what this means for the future of women's basketball. This isn't just about two players. It's about the evolution of women's basketball. The sport is growing, and with it comes new stars, new debates, and new legends in the making. Caitlin Clark has already made history, but Juju Watkins is writing her own story. So, is this comparison valid? Or are we witnessing two completely different basketball journeys that shouldn't be forced into the same conversation? Let's take a deeper dive into their respective careers, the media-driven hype, and what the players themselves think about this so-called rivalry. Juju Watkins has been nothing short of spectacular in her freshman season at USC. From the moment she stepped onto the court, it was clear she wasn't just another highly touted recruit, she was a game changer. Averaging over 25 points per game, she's already setting records and establishing herself as one of the most dominant players in college basketball. But it's not just about the numbers, it's the way she plays. Juju possesses an elite scoring ability, remarkable athleticism, and an innate ability to take over games in crunch time. She's leading a USC team that has suddenly become a national contender, drawing comparisons to past greats. But is she really the next Caitlin Clark? Juju's journey to stardom didn't happen overnight. She was a standout high school player, dominating the competition and proving she was ready for the next level. At USC, she hasn't just met expectations, she has shattered them. From clutch performances to game-winning shots, Juju has shown that she's more than capable of carrying a team on her back. Her skill set is diverse. She can score from anywhere, create opportunities for her teammates, and play aggressive defense. The hype surrounding her is real, and she's proving that she belongs among the best. But is it fair to compare her to Caitlin Clark this early in her career, or should she be given the space to create her own legacy? To even be mentioned in the same breath as Caitlin Clark is an honor. Clark has rewritten the history books, smashing scoring records, delivering highlight reel assists, and transforming Iowa's women's basketball program into a national powerhouse. Her deep three-pointers have drawn comparisons to Stephen Curry, and her ability to dominate games has made her a household name. Caitlin isn't just a scorer, she's a playmaker, a leader, and a competitor who thrives under pressure. The media has built her up as the face of women's college basketball. With all that in mind, is it fair to compare Juju's incredible freshman campaign to what Caitlin has built over multiple seasons? Caitlin Clark's dominance isn't just about statistics, it's about impact. She has been instrumental in bringing more attention to women's basketball, helping boost viewership and media coverage in a way that few players have before her. Her performances in NCAA tournaments have been legendary, cementing her as one of the greatest college players of all time. Her confidence, leadership, and ability to make her teammates better set her apart. She's not just a shooter, she's a generational talent who has changed the way people view the game. So when Juju Watkins is compared to Caitlin Clark, is it a sign of respect, or is it an unfair expectation? Media thrives on rivalries, and this situation is no different. Whenever a new star emerges, comparisons to established greats are inevitable. But do Caitlin and Juju actually see each other as rivals? Or is this just another case of media-driven hype? So far, there has been no sign of animosity between the two. They've never exchanged words in interviews, and there's no known bad blood. However, fans on social media are relentless, constantly debating who's better and who deserves more recognition. The question is, should we even be pitting them against each other, or should we just appreciate their individual greatness? There's also the question of playing style. Caitlin Clark and Juju Watkins have different strengths, different roles on their teams, and different paths to success. While comparisons can be fun, they can also be limiting. Juju is still writing the first chapters of her college career, while Caitlin is nearing the end of hers. Instead of framing this as a competition, perhaps it should be viewed as a transition, one era leading into the next, with each player contributing to the sport's growth in their own way. In a recent interview, Juju was asked directly about the Caitlin-Clark comparisons. Her response? Surprisingly humble. Instead of feeding into the debate, Juju downplayed the rivalry, saying she doesn't focus on comparisons and is just trying to be the best version of herself. She acknowledged Caitlin's greatness, but emphasized that her priority is helping USC win. This response caught many off guard, as some expected her to embrace the rivalry narrative. Instead, Juju made it clear that she's focused on her own journey, not media-driven storylines. Juju's words serve as a reminder that these players don't view the game the way fans and media often do. While fans love the drama of rivalries, athletes are focused on their own development. Juju's response wasn't dismissive. It was a sign of maturity, showing that she respects Caitlin-Clark's accomplishments, but isn't interested in living in anyone's shadow. Her goal isn't to be the next Caitlin-Clark, it's to be the best Juju Watkins she can be. As Caitlin-Clark nears the end of her college career, the next question is how she'll transition to the WNBA. With her shooting ability and court vision, she's expected to be a top pick and make an immediate impact. But how will Juju Watkins continue to evolve? With several years of college eligibility left, she has a chance to cement herself as one of the greatest NCAA players ever before making the jump to the pros. Could these two players eventually meet in the WNBA? A future where they go head-to-head in professional playoff battles would be a dream come true for basketball fans. Beyond the comparisons and rivalries, one thing is clear: Caitlin-Clark and Juju Watkins are changing the game. Women's basketball is experiencing unprecedented growth in viewership and fan engagement, and these two players are at the forefront of that movement. Instead of forcing a rivalry, we should appreciate how they're elevating the sport. Maybe the real question isn't who's better, but rather, how lucky are we to witness both? What do you think? Is this a real rivalry or just media hype? Let us know in the comments. Beyond the comparisons and rivalries, one thing is clear: Caitlin, Clark and Juju Watkins are changing the game. Women's basketball is experiencing unprecedented growth in viewership and fan engagement, and these two players are at the forefront of that movement. Instead of forcing a rivalry, we should appreciate how they're elevating the sport. Maybe the real question isn't who's better, but rather, how lucky are we to witness both? What do you think? Is this a real rivalry or just media hype? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this discussion, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more basketball content.